So today, April 10th, 2018, the information that I'm sharing with you is applicable today. It's applicable to the consumer market that we're in. It's going to help you sell your service regardless of rate, cost, fees, recognition.
Connected to Sales Remastered.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sales Remastered. My name is Daniel. I'm your host, and in this episode, I got a random fun fact to share with you. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to relate with me on this. You know, the other day, as a matter of fact, this past weekend, I was looking everywhere for my key fob. Like, you know, I don't have any keys connected to the fob of my car keys. And by fob, I don't mean fresh off the boat. I am Filipino, but I was born and raised here, FYI. So I'm not talking about that fob. What I am talking about is the key fob. And so, anyway, what I was referring to is this thing right here, this key fob. I was literally looking, I was tearing my house apart, upstairs, downstairs, my kids' room, my room. I even went through the bed, like, man, did I fall asleep with it in my pocket? And then come to find out, where it was this entire time was in my back pocket. The entire time, man, I spent like at least 10-15 minutes looking for my damn key fob, and it was in my back pocket. So I was just checking my front, right? And I think it's because I was being distracted. I was probably being asked the 19th question from my son, or given the 18th task by my youngest daughter, you know. And so there's just all kinds of noise, all kinds of distractions. And I want to know if that's ever happened to you. Have you ever been looking for something and all along you were holding it? Or maybe it happened to you this way. Have you ever been caught, like you were just literally sitting, waiting, like whether it was a couple minutes, half hour, a good hour, and then just to find out after waiting all that time that you never even had to wait. It was probably right there, right? Like oh, that's it. That's all I had to do. So you mean I didn't have to wait? If that's ever happened to you, and I'm sure it has, you know, you understand the feeling of like, man, what the hell? I'll never get that time back. I'll never get that wasted time back, you know, to that extreme. Or it could just be a reminder like, damn, what the hell's wrong with me? I got to wake up. And then you'll see that you were probably distracted, right? Like, man, how did I even go down that rabbit hole? So the reason why I'm bringing this up, I just want to let you know that it happens to all of us. It happens to every single one of us. And my point in asking you this is because in this episode, I want to show you a new sales script, right? Like the sales script that was on the website, I've remastered it since. And so if you don't know by now, and if you haven't checked it out, you know, the Sales Remastered script, which has been downloaded by thousands, by the way, and I thank you because I've received hundreds of comments on how persuasive it is, on how helpful it is, on how much easier the sales come now, how much easier you're able to get compliance from those you talk to. And this is not just inbound, this is also outbound. You know, I even made some content on how to properly network, attract, and sell realtors. You know, I made a script on how to effectively do outbound origination. And some people, like, you know, some people are so new, like, and I don't blame you guys. You know, I'm a parent, so I get it. You know, I could only imagine what world was like without internet, but I'm old enough to know what the world was like without internet. And, you know, internet came around when I was like about 10 or 11 years old. And so before that time, right, like this is back in the day when kids actually played outside. This is before the iPads and, you know, iMacs and all that. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, you know, I get a chance to watch my son learn things that I already learned. And so I get to see it being learned. And it's a pretty interesting you know, feeling, because being as experienced as I am and seeing my son trying to figure out certain things, right? And he has certain questions and I already know the answers, but sometimes I'll let him process it because I know that that's just part of growing up. And it's funny because, you know, until you don't have, right, until you lose something, you don't realize how valuable it was. Well, in the same breath, until you discover something, you won't realize how much time you've wasted. And that's the reason why I use that analogy, is because the answers, a lot of the times, are right underneath our nose. And sometimes we just don't see it. We don't realize it, or we don't give ourselves the chance to discover it because of distractions. And the distractions are more than just, someone talking to your ear, right? Distractions are also everything from your own personal motive, right? Like you're distracted because all you're trying to do is make a sale, or you're distracted because all you're trying to do is hit a tier, or you're distracted because all you want to do is be on your cell phone or social media, or right? So you're just worried about the new Supreme shirt. So there's a lot of different distractions besides media, besides social media, besides alerts, besides emails, besides DMs, besides all of that, besides hearts and likes, right? And so this sales script, the entire time that it's been available, not too many people have actually pondered on it, right? Not too many people have actually tried it out. But it's funny because in my area, I work and I'm surrounded by individuals who could use it the absolute most. And so what's really humbling is that of all 200 plus agents that I personally work with, I think probably only about maybe 20 actually downloaded it and use it. That's fucking humbling as fuck. Considering that I'm leading the #1 team, considering that I was the year's top sales manager, considering that I run with the strongest within my organization, considering that there's just so many multiples. And so but then again, I have to accept it because I know that there are distractions. So there could be distractions like, oh man, that motherfucker's cheating. Or, oh man, that motherfucker, he gets Glengarry leads. It's funny as fuck. But, it's just the way it is. Anywho, so this sales script, right, it being remastered, for those of you who already downloaded the old one, don't fret, don't worry, I got you. There's a link below this video that brings you to the Sales Script Remastered. The Sales Script Remastered is going to have 3 main components. The very first component is how to effectively win the sale and loyalty from internet leads, inbound leads. Like you ever get that one inbound lead that you just can't seem to catch, right? All they want to do is hear about rate. All they want to do is hear about fees. Well, I'm now giving you the script, the exact wordplay of how to quickly gain control and convert that anxious lead or inbound lead into a sale. And then number 2, how to turn a cold call into a hot lead ready to close. And so in other words, I give you the exact script of how to use an everyday tool that is, again, an answer right underneath your nose. You have access to it. You're going to use it today. At some point in time, you're going to use this one tool today. And more than likely, you're going to give this one tool away just easily. Like, here you go, right? Well, I'm going to teach you how to use it to effectively make a cold call into a hot and ready lead to sell. And so finally, number 3 is I'm also going to tell you a few out-of-the-box ideas of how to attract and sell realtors to send you some purchase loan business. And so that's what comes in the Sales Script Remastered. If you want to get a gander of what that looks like and you want to change the game forever, click the link right below. You're going to be able to get direct access to it. I'll give you a quick download so that way you could have it saved to your cell phone. And that way at any point, anytime, anywhere you are, you can quickly pull it up in your photos. You can quickly pull it up on your cell phone, maybe save it as a favorite on your web browser. And so if you ever need like a go-to, like, oh man, I'm about to do a whole series of outbounds, and I need to know how to approach these people. Well, what I've laid out and what I've scripted for you in this free downloadable script, it's a PDF download, is the exact wordplay. Not only that, but I share with you how buying decisions are made. And this is all relevant information. This isn't something that I learned in 1982, right? It's something that I learned in 1992, but over the years it's been developed, revised, and remastered. And so today, April 10th, 2018, the information that I'm sharing with you is applicable today. It's applicable to the consumer market that we're in. It's going to help you sell your service regardless of rate, cost, fees, recognition. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of all that. Why? Is because it goes directly to their mental. It is directly absorbed and seen as the solution. Not only that, but the wordplay that I outline, and if you choose to use it, it's going to create the urgency that you need that fosters loyalty. It fosters commitment. It fosters, this enthusiasm that, like, oh man, Thank you for helping me. And guess what that does? That grows your book of business and it gives you referrals. Well, guess what? You get paid more on referrals, don't you? You get paid more on self-generated deals, don't you? Not only that, but purchase is such a huge market right now. Wouldn't you want to know how to attract and sell realtors? Not only that, but knowing how to outbound, doesn't that position you as a hunter? Like, how much equity would you have if you were an agent that knew how to go hunt your business? If you knew how to hunt your next meal? How precious would you be? Would you be able to demand where you work? Would you be able to demand what comp you get? Would you be able to demand the hottest leads? Because you know you can convert, right? Not only that, but you're dipping inside of a bucket that there's less sharks floating around. Not too many of our competitors cold call. As a matter of fact, most of them don't. There's probably only a few that actually do cold calls. Why? Is because, again, they grew up in a world with the internet. You know, they don't know any better. And so ever since they came onto the game, they just kind of been expecting the customer service representative to just deliver them the hot and readies. They're not Little Caesars, bro. They're not there to feed you, bro. I mean, they are, you know, there's some solid ass customer service representatives, and if you're one of them, I see you. But go check out that sales script, because I mean, I literally think it will change your perception of how sales origination is done. It's going to give you some out of the box ideas and completely give you the momentum that you need to create the pipeline that you want so that you can use it to climb to the tier that you're striving for. Thank you for the attention. I appreciate your time. Give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, tag someone else who needs to see it. Take the link of that I share with you below this video and forward it to someone. Forward it to someone who could use it. Forward it to someone who you know who's in the game and be like, man, I know you're having a tough time. Hey, yo, go check out this script. Or maybe you downloaded it before and you're like, yo, this script is fire. Well, guess what? It's even more fire. I got more content on there. I got more tools on there and it's free. Go check it out. Click the link right now and I'll see you inside. Bye.
Connected to Sales Remastered.